Hello everyone. I hope you are having a beautiful day. So I'm going to do a bit of Tarot Tuesday. We're just asking Spirit World to step close, asking guides to step close, setting the intention here. The reading is to bring upliftment, happiness, and joy. And channel is open for guidance. So this week it is all about the emotions that we are leaving behind. There's things that we need to walk away from, really in the emotional space. And whenever this card comes up, it's just like whatever you have been giving emotional space to and energy to, things that are no longer, it's just time to let stuff go. You have to walk away from it. Let's ask for a clarifier. Yeah. And this is has a lot to do with relationships. So it can be a really close friendship or an actual love relationship, but there is this feeling of it's a relationship that's taxing emotionally. It's a relationship that is taking from me emotionally and not filling my cups up, that I need to walk away from. And know that this week is the week where it's like I need to let some stuff go. And it will be a week that is heavy on clearing in the physical body. So notice if you're getting a lot of cracks in the body, particularly along the spine, and not just one crack, but like 5 or 6 major large cracks that come out of nowhere. The energy this week is about release, really clearing out on a physical level. And Queen of Cups, we're learning how to, the challenge with this energy this week, I think, is that there's stuff that we need to let go of, and we need to understand what the root of the issue is. So either friendships or close friendships that felt like, like a love relationship, or an actual romantic relationship. It's been creating a lot of feelings of needing to protect myself emotionally. And we are at a point this week where we need to let some stuff go, because although there is a sense of needing to protect ourselves emotionally, sometimes there are times where it's actually no longer helping and serving. And that's what it feels like is coming up. We're like learning how to shift into the next space of emotional mastery, where we don't need to protect our emotional space to feel safe. Yeah, and very much this feeling of there's going to be a sense of loss, and it's in the physical world. So it might be money. It might be an actual, person or a friend, but there's something that you will see manifest in your physical life that feels like a loss. But it's not a loss, it's a gain. It's something that you really actually need to walk away from, so that you feel like the Queen of Swords, strong and powerful in my own mind. I very much feel like this energy this week is highlighting narcissistic relationships and tendencies. And if you have been in any way caught up with someone that you would term a narcissist, or somebody that has just really kind of, run you through the mill, know that this is the week where you're like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not giving this any more emotional space, thought, or time, because I want to move into a space in my life where I'm starting to create the best possible outcome for myself in this physical reality. Page of Pentacles is a person that's looking at the potentials of the physical world, my business, my career, my money, everything on the physical realm, and like, what can I create and what can I do? And for us to get to this place where we are, again, passionate about creating, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be let go of. Yeah, this feels very much like a heavy influence of an external influence, narcissistic influence. And I don't use that word lightly. I don't like to throw it around, because I feel like we are in a place where we are just chucking words around with no meaning. And really understand that this week, the advice is to go inwards and spend a lot of time alone, a lot of time taking care of the self, recuperating, going inwards for answers. And this is not a time to ask people's opinions and what they think and how they want, what their opinion is of your situation and what you should actually do. This is a time this week to go inwards and find answers. Start to create a healthy relationship with your intuition, and understand that there are times where we need advice from outside of ourselves, and that is just simply not this week. Okay, huge Tower moment this week. All right, that will be the last card. And Tower moments are never a bad thing. Tower moments are always a positive, good thing. The thing is that they just can feel really uncomfortable. It can feel like my world is falling apart. The ground is becoming shaky. That's not what's happening. Really what's happening is the foundation that I've built that's unsteady, that is not supporting the life that I want for myself, is being pulled down. And if you have been doing the work and you're a really open person and you allow this change to happen, it's not going to be as difficult. If you're in resistance, it's going to feel extremely uncomfortable. But know that this week, the big massive shifts and changes that are coming through at a fundamental core foundational level is so that you can get to a place where all this SHIT that's been happening in your life, this emotional, vampirism and the people that are kind of sucking you dry emotionally, that stuff's starting to shift and clear out. Psychic insight. I love this card. It is always about this heightening of intuition. It is this idea that, I don't want to say that the third eye is opening, but just that our relationship to the spirit world and the relationship to picking up psychic information is starting to heighten, and make sure that you're allowing your intuition to lead you this week. And going through Again, I am not a huge fan of like the spiritual jargon, but it very much feels like this is a good one for like the downloading this week, information coming through. And it's coming through in a way that's allowing our souls to expand. The expansion of soul is about creating a deeper connection to source, to creator, to God, whatever it is that you want to call it. It's about creating the understanding of how to take spiritual insight, so like fifth dimensional wisdom, and to live it in the everyday. And that doesn't mean to be light and love and happy and like, perfect all the time. It's really about understanding the duality of life, the black and the white, the need for black and white for the soul to evolve and to grow. So one last card, and supreme protection. So if you are in a place in your life where you're feeling really vulnerable and raw, protection this week is important. It's a good idea and it's a good thing. But also remember that I'm in two minds sometimes about the protective space. I think that the reason why we need protection is because there's going to be times in your life when you're vulnerable. It's impossible to get around vulnerability. Vulnerability is necessary for evolution and growth. So this is both a reminder that you are protected. Your spirit guides are always kind of guiding you through things. Cords that don't need to be there, that are toxic, are being cut. Trust that you can move past where you're at in your life right now. Like sometimes we can't see the next 10 versions of ourselves. We have to sometimes move through life with trust to understand that we can become something more than where we're at right now. That's the soul expansion. But also, if you're feeling really vulnerable emotionally, try to employ some spiritual protection. The horse. Horses are amazing creatures. They're so intuitive. They can just pick up on what is happening with you just by touch. And for me, whenever a horse card comes up, is really about understanding your own free will, understanding your ability to make your reality, or to create or go after the things that you want. And it's kind of on your back to make that happen for yourself. So there's nobody outside of yourself that is going to allow that to happen. If you know Kim Krans, she does some amazing decks and the symbolism is beautiful. And always when she highlights the third eye, for me, horses are like third eye creatures. It's really like, again, coming back to the psychic insight, third eye awakening, and maybe not awakening, that sounds really cliche, but like the third eye, just really pay attention to that deep psychic insight that's coming through. I hope this video finds you well. Have an amazing week.